Guys, I'm Annabelle and welcome to Meeple Village. Today we're going to be doing a full run through of Invincible, the hero building game. And I gotta say, I started watching the TV series. I'm nowhere near. I think I finished maybe season 1. It's a really good show though, and I respect it for that. I just have been caught up in so many other things that I've been doing, especially band related stuff. What are you looking for? She's looking for something that I haven't continued to watch, but it is. I saw the game and I was like, you know what? I should probably pick this up since I am invested in the show. And when I read the back and it said, "Oh, you're building your bag," there's also a little bit of deck building in it. I was totally drawn to it. And well, let's go play it. All right, guys, I have the game almost set up, and I know it looks like a lot. The game is actually quite simple once you get used to it, but there is a lot of stuff on the board. I agree. But let's go over all of it real quick so you know what is what, and then we'll get started. Let's see. So let's talk about the board first. This is our scenario. So we're playing the tutorial scenario, short-staffed in the hero department. And our objective is to, before we get to you lose, which we're going to track with this little tracker here. Before we get to there, we have to defeat, and it says right here, the goal, defeat all 3 Flaxen villains before time runs out. And the Flaxen villains are in the level 2 villains, which is what I got here. We got level 1 villains, level 2 villains, and in other games you might even have level 3 villains. The tutorial does not include the level 3 villains. So that's that. Then these 2 cards, kind of like Dominion does that, where there's cards that you can, a lot of deck builders do that, when there's a card that is always available for you to buy. So that's what that is. We can always discard a card from our hand to buy that one. It doesn't have a cost. And you'll understand that when I do it. I've got threat tokens over here, kind of like Marvel Zombies, where you stop the villain from doing bad things. That's what threat tokens do. You can stop villains, and you can actually stop special abilities of the scenario itself. And you see that like these little things kind of match the. I mean, if you're careful enough and you kind of do the puzzle thing, but they match the little things. So we need 2 to stop or put threat on those so that they don't activate. And underneath each one, it'll tell you where you can actually threaten that particular part of the game from. So these ones are global, so from anywhere in the board, whether there's monsters or no monsters or enemies, I guess, we can provide threat to this to stop it from happening. And you're going to see that we can also threat the villains themselves so they don't activate, or at least they don't activate as badly, because you can only cancel the first ability the first time they activate. The second time they go through. But again, that's going to make sense later. These are just damage tokens, and I've divided them by 1, 3, 5, and 10 because that's what comes in the game. We're going to have events after each turn, at the end of each turn. Of course, bad stuff. Superpowers, those are good stuff. These don't get shuffled, but these we can shuffle. For the tutorial, they don't get shuffled. Afterwards, yes, you're going to shuffle them, and it actually changes a little bit. This time they give us a lot of level 1 events. In other scenarios, you get like 3 level 1 events, 3 level 2 events, and then the rest are all level 3 events. So this one, of course, is supposed to be just teaching you the ropes. I'm not saying it's easy because it might not be. All right, and then we go to our locations. So the board is divided into 3 different locations, A, B, and C. And in each location, there's room for 2 villains. Like you can see, there's room for minions, which are these rectangles, and there's room for heroes. You can play up to with 4 heroes. So that's why there's enough space there. And then down here, we have our civilians that are, of course, in danger, and we're trying to protect them. So we always start, I'm not going to say always, there is a scenario that starts a little different, but for most scenarios, you're going to start with 7 civilians in danger and 3 civilians on safety. And things can happen that can move them up and down. Most things are going to move them to the danger or even kill them, which is where the casualties come up. If they die from the danger zones, they go here. And if we ever have 15 dead civilians, we actually lose the game. Also, if our heroes get knocked out 3 times, so if they get defeated 3 times, which they have a health of 10, we'll put one of these things, and if the 3rd time one of our heroes dies, then we lose the game. So there's a couple of ways that we can lose. This is the HQ, so when you come here, you regain 2 health at the end of your turn, and you get to flip this little token. Which, where is my little token? Oh, I must have missed it. I'll have to go get. Oh, here it is. Okay. So you see that when you flip it, it says recharge at HQ, and this just lets you. If you don't like the cubes that you got, you get to put them back in the bag. Because this is a build your cube, build your bag kind of game with a little bit of deck building in it as well. Very cool how those mechanics work together. Now, here's our heroes. We're done with this. Here's our heroes. Invincible starts on location A. That's why he's on the green. And Robot starts on location C. That's why he's on the C. They all have 10 health. They each have 10 health. And then these are the attacks that they can do, the actions that they can do, I guess. And I'll explain what they all are as we play the game. They all start with the same number of cubes. 6 black cubes and then 3 of every other color. And that is all going to go in the bag. So there's his bag, and then there's his bag. And everybody starts, each hero starts with a starter power, I guess it's called. So they both have their starter powers, and I will show you what those are in a minute. Over here, I have a bunch more cubes because every turn you can discard a card from your hand to get a new cube. I got a couple of minions down there, and I got a couple of these tokens that increase your damage permanently +1 on your cards, on your powers. And I think that's it. You are going to understand all of it in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 each. I shuffled, yeah. Each hero starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in their hand, but we're not going to need them until later in the turn when it's time for training. So let me show you the flow of the game, and then we'll get started. And like I said, it's going to make more sense. Okay, so the flow of battle. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to advance the episode, so advance the scenario, and execute the icons on the new space. So let's stop there, let's do that, and then we'll come back for the hero phase. So that's simple enough, unless you have a dog on your lap. Okay, so at first the marker is outside of the game, or outside of the board, but when we first start, this is where we move it to, number 1, I guess turn number 1, and then it'll tell us what we get during that turn, what evil things come out. So the first thing that's going to come out is a level 1 monster, which is here, and then also we're going to get a level 2 monster. So our first level 1 monster, or the level 1 monster is Kill Cannon. So a couple of things about Kill Cannon, so that you're familiar with them. First of all, right here, it tells you where he starts. He starts on location B, which is exactly where no one is right now. And what he does when he comes in. When he comes in, he has this symbol. If you look at the back of the flow of play, it has the icons. So there's that symbol. Endanger a civilian here. If all are in danger, kill one instead. So another civilian is going to go to the danger zone when he comes in, which is now. And then these are the hit points, a 2-player, 3-player, and 4-player. So it scales up a bit with more players. And then this is where you put the threat if you want to stop him from activating. Again, you can only activate it, stop him once, and you'll understand that later. But when he activates, if the activation is a punch, he'll hit any heroes there for 2, and if he can't get to any heroes, then he'll just go straight to the civilians and endanger them, so put them on the danger zone. But if there's none in the danger zone, then they die. And then if he does this, same thing, he's gonna hit us for 2, so no matter what. So that's Kill Cannon. We're gonna put it on B, and we're going to endanger a civilian. Okay, so this is our B spot, and then one of these guys is going to go to the danger zone. I try to keep the words visible because it's easy to forget which way, and many times I've done it where instead of endangering, I've been saving them by mistake. So hopefully I'll keep it straight. Well, that's our first enemy, our first villain, but we also get a level 2. So our level 2 guy is one of the Flaxons, by the way, that we have to kill to win the objective. So this is Flaxon first wave. He's got a health of 7 because we're playing a 2-player game. He starts on A and is immediately gonna punch for 2. And then he's got nasty abilities, which endanger 3 civilians and brings minions out. So let's put him on A. So that's over here on Invincible's area. And he hits for 2, so our friend is starting with 2 damage. And that's it for the first part of the turn, which, you know, is moving the scenario. So now let's go to the hero phase and see what happens there. So of course, this is the fun part of the game, the hero phase. You pull out 3 cubes and you play them to your to fuel your powers, and then you repeat it as much as you want. However, be careful, because if you take out your 5th black cube, then you crash and it's bad. And black cubes are wild. They can go anywhere and on any color. But again, if you get 5, you crash. So let's go. And the fun part and not so fun part of this game is that you get to do that simultaneously. So all heroes around the table, if you have 4 players, 4 heroes are digging into their bags and fueling their powers. However, I say that is not so fun because I know I'm playing with someone else. We're going through the campaign and it's crazy because the other player is doing stuff and leaving me behind, or sometimes I'd be thinking about a combo when you have more cards. Right now I only have 1 card, and they'll interrupt me and I'll be like, oh my gosh, where was I? I was thinking about doing this and doing that and doing the other, and now this other person wants me to threat something because, you know, of course, they asked me to do it instead of doing it themselves, but that's besides the point. So it can get really crazy when you have more players and everybody's pulling the cubes out, but solo should be fine. By the way, there is a solo version of the game where instead of everybody having their own cards, you have, I think, a hand of 7 and you can split them. I have not tried it. I've only played it with, like I said, another player, or just like I'm playing it now. So I just decided to show you as if I was playing with another player. But there is a solo version of the game. So anyways, we're going to go. We're going to get 3 cubes, and because it's just me, I'm going to do it slow. And here we go. Oh my gosh, it's bad already. 2 black, so which means 2 wilds, but I'm very close to my 5 black that I can have. All right, let's see what Robot gets. Oops, I forgot one. I'm supposed to take them all at the same time. Okay, Robot did a little bit better. Okay, so now we can start putting them on our boards. We have 1 starting power. So let's see. I know Robot is going to put 1 on his starting power, but you cannot use it until it's filled up. And as soon as you fill it up, you have to use it. Robot needs to move because there's nothing going on here that he cares about. So I can use a wild and put it on the move. And I don't know how much you can see from the other cameras. So here's a closer look. So I use the black cube to cover the move. And now I'm gonna go ahead and move them. You can only move to a adjacent location. So what is adjacent? Well, there's a couple of things that are adjacent. So the HQ is always adjacent. So I could move to the HQ. Of course, why would I when I'm you know, I'm not even damaged, and there's nothing going on here. I can also move from here to here, which is what I'm going to do. Now, if I would have been here, this location is adjacent to everything. The middle is adjacent to both sides and also to the HQ. But the side locations are only adjacent to the middle and to the HQ. So hopefully that helps. You kind of have to see it, like you can't jump from here to here. That's pretty much it. So I've moved with my cube. I still have 1 cube left, but let's see what he wants to do. He's got somebody that he needs to kill with 7. So the only place where I can put the purple is on my starting, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you know what? I think I'm going to fill it up, and we're going to use it. So here's my starting power, and it takes purple, but I can use the black because they're wild, and then it's going to hit for 2. And it's going to give me 1 confidence, which is going to be used during the training phase, so later. But for now, I get to move, and you may take a villain here with you. I can hit now, or I can hit when I get to my next location, however way I want to do it. So if instead of wanting to hit this guy, I wanted to hit that guy, I can move first, take the villain with me, because that's what it says, and then now I can do 2 hits. But I actually want to hit the big guy because well, he's the one that we have to defeat in order to win. And I finished with all my cubes, but Robot has another cube, and he's got to place it before we can stick our hand again and get more cubes. So it's yellow, so it's going to go here on the yellow, which is going to be doing 1 damage. And that's it. Now we can do it again. We just don't want to get to crashing. Okay, he's got that. And then Invincible. It's got that. Alrighty. So with these orange cubes, all I can do is gain confidence, which is going to help me to learn powers later. And then I have a black. I want to hold on to that for now. I did get a purple cube, but now I can't put it anywhere. So I need to put it on the dropped space, meaning that I just dropped it because I can't really use it. We're going to put one here on the hit 2, and then one on the learning, and then robot. Might want to fill this up. So I think we're going to put it there, and we're going to go again. He only has 2 black cubes. So there he goes. And then Invincible is got that. Okay, another purple cube that I can't use. One that I'm going to have to learn with. Now here's where timing is important. Robot has his power filled up. And now that it's filled up, we can use it. It's going to do 1 damage. It could be ranged, so we can hit an adjacent location. But most importantly, put your drone on an enemy. When a hero damages them with another power, they may return it for +2 damage. And that's why timing is important, because I'm hitting him for 1, but I can put my drone, which is right here, upside down. Yep, there it is. And then the next damage will hit at a +2. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, putting this on the big villain, who's going to get 1 more damage from me. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we got him. So I do 1 damage because of my power. So this guy is at 3. There we go. And then I'm going to wait a second for him, and I'm going to go back to him because right here he's got 2 damage. Plus the 2 from the drone, if I return it, is 4 damage. Which is 7 damage, which means we got 1 out of, the 3 that we have to get. So 1 down. And also that means that that villain will not activate during the villain phase at the end of the turn. So that's great. So he's out of cubes, but he's done a lot. And he can still keep going. He only has 2 black cubes. This guy has 3 black cubes. It might be time to stop. He's going to have to drop that one because you cannot use your power twice. Once he's used his starter power, that's it. You cannot use it again. But he does have a black. I could hit this guy for 1, which is not going to kill him, but at least we get started because I think I'm going to stop because I already have 3. And he's only got 2. Maybe we can try for him. So he's going to end it there. Okay, so here we go. So I can, let's see. I'm not going to do much with this because I won't be able to fill it up, but I could rescue civilians so I can bring 1 down from danger over here. And I think I'm going to stop because I might crash. He's got 3, he's got 3. So, I mean, if I get 2 more cubes, which is very likely given the amount of cubes I have in there, we're going to be in trouble. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next phase. And this is the deck building type of phase of the game. It's called the training phase. Use confidence to learn powers. Discard a power to gain a cube of its color once only, and return all cubes to the bag, and then refill your hand to 5 cards. So this is where our cards come in. And everybody, like I said, has 5 cards. We count the confidence. So if you filled up the card, the confidence counts. So he's got 1 confidence here, 2 and 3. So he's up to 3 confidence, so he can learn anything that's worth 3 or less. So he's got a couple of those. This is Invincible's hand with a confidence of 3, so he can learn any of these. This one is range, heal all but 4 damage from a hero or rescue 1. That one is 2 hits and a move. And this one is heal a hero 2, gain a cube of your choice, and it'll be 3 learning. I kind of like that one. If I take this one, though, here's the problem. I can discard a card to gain a cube of its color. I don't have any other orange cards. So I could get either a yellow cube or a blue cube. That's all I'm going to get. I kind of like all of these, but I don't know if I'm going to get to 6. So I think I'm going to learn Molecule Makeover to have you know, be able to heal a hero and gain a cube of my choice, which means gaining a cube to the bag, so I don't get to play it immediately. And I'm going to discard Spread Shot to get a yellow cube, and I'm also going to discard this one, Make Cover, to get the card that I can always get by discarding a card. That way I have more spots to put cubes on my board. Alright, so with that said, this one I'm learning, Molecule Makeover. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but if you can't, I'll show you in a minute. This one I'm discarding, which we'll put a discard pile right here, to learn by punching, which if I fill it up, it'll hit for 1, it'll give me confidence 1, and during training, discard this power to learn a power that costs, 3 or less for free. I'll keep that, and then this one I'm going to discard to get an extra yellow cube, and now I put all the cubes back in my bag. Oops, there we go. So now I'm a little, I have one more cube that is not black, so I don't crash. And I refill my hand up to 5. So I have 2 left, so I get 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3. And I'll worry about what I got later. So that was him. And then we count Robot's confidence. He's got 1 from here, 2, 3. So he also has 3. He's got a bunch of yellows and blues. So he could learn any of those. By the way, if let's say I had 4, just to show you, I only have 3, but if I had 4, I could learn these 2 cards. So you can learn as many as you can afford. But for now, I can afford either the 1, 3 or 1, 2. So this one says this round, each time you thwart, damage anywhere, but I haven't thwarted yet, which I should be doing, by the way. Rescue 1 for each damage this power deals, and then it has a combo, which means that to trigger this, I have to have filled out a card with this symbol, like that symbol, first. Which is my, nope, it's not my starting card. So I don't have any other cards with this symbol, at least not right now. So probably not that one. This one is Rescue 2 and get a purple cube. So I like that, saves the day. And this one combos with that and gives me a purple cube, is 2 damage. And this symbol I have on my starting power, which I love using. So with that said, I think I'm going to take Ion Beam to learn it, and then I'm going to discard this one to get a yellow cube because I don't have those cards and it's more expensive. And then I'm going to discard this to gain the one that I can gain all the time, just so I have, again, more spots on my board. And since I'm going to be getting an extra yellow cube, I should be good. So I learned this one. I'm discarding this for a yellow cube, and I'm discarding this to learn this one. Now I don't have any more yellow because you have to match the color. However, you notice here you can put 2 cards of any color to the side, only 2. So I can have up to 3 yellows, or up to 3 oranges, or up to, you know, you understand. 2 cards of any color here, and then these have to match. So that's why I put the yellow there. And after that, I'm going to refill my hand. So another 3. 1, whoops. Shouldn't have looked. Well, it doesn't matter. I guess I could look at it. Just I haven't been looking at it because I can't do anything with them right now. And all the cubes are going to go back. Okay. There we go. All right, and that's the end of the training phase. So now we go to the last phase of the turn, which is the villain phase. Reveal an event and do what it says. So I feel like in this game you get like bad stuff at the beginning of the game, then you go, and then bad stuff at the end of the turn. It's like bad, good, bad. But this is our event. So the first thing we get is Behold My Power. So we go from top to bottom, and first all minions are going to be punching for 1. But right now we don't have any minions. We will probably get minions soon, but for now we don't. And all villains use this power, the one that looks like a little star. Fortunately, we only have 1 villain, but of course he's going to hit everybody for 2. And if we're both here, he hits us both. So everybody's getting 2 damage. So he's up to 4, and I'm up to 2 damage. Okay, and that was that. So now we go again. First thing that happens is we're going to move this and you'll notice that there's that symbol that matches this. So we do what this says. So we're going to get minions everywhere. So a minion in each location, A, B, and C. Oops, if I can grab them. So and minions have 1 health. So any punch really will kill them. But we should kill them because, as you can see, they will have all hurt us for 1. So we don't want to have too many on the board. And then you see this over here? It's kind of darker red. That's if you're playing on like super difficult. You would also do that. But we're not. We're playing on simple. So that's it. So now we go again and we start getting cubes. So Invincible has this. And Robot has that. Okay, so I know the orange for Robot is going to go here because there's no other place to put it. And then I guess we can fill this up so we can get a free card later. And also we're doing 1 damage. So let's give this guy another... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm just going to kill the minion for 1 damage. Because if anybody gets 2 damage, it'll be better to hit him for 2. So I'm done with cubes. Here we go. I could have killed him if I would have hit him, but I didn't. So we're going to go here and hit him for 2, which means he's at 3, almost out. And then I have a purple. I put him on my special. And I don't know how much you can see this, so let me show you up close. So right now this is kind of what he looks like with all the cubes there. And this is Robot. And we're going to go into the bag again because I don't think anybody got any black cubes. Speaking of black cubes, there's 1. Okay. And Robot. Ooh, there's 2. And again, I can always use this, flip it, and maybe I should do that. What you do is you pull them aside, you grab again, and you have to keep whatever comes out next, and then you put the ones you pulled aside back inside. And again, you can only refill this at HQ. All right, so I know I want to use this or start filling it up. This one is going to go to learning. Let me see what he's got over here. Well, this is going to go here. We're going to start trying to learn this. Yeah, okay. And you got 1 more. Let's give it to try and hit. I would have to move first. I don't want to move yet, so I'm going to commit to that because I know that, well, I could because he's not healing me. He's healing himself. Okay, there we go. So that's his cubes. And these are my cubes. Okay, so I finished this. So it says I get 3 confidence, and then I get to heal a hero 2 and gain a cube of my choice. So I'm going to heal myself since I'm a little bit more hurt than my friend. Come down to 2 HP, and now I'm going to gain a cube of my choice. So I definitely want some more orange so I can continue to heal. So it goes straight in the bag, and I may pull it later. Okay, only thing I can do with this is put it here. And I think I'm going to finish that guy off. So I have 1 more damage, which will get rid of him. I wish we were thwarting. That's one thing that I don't think these guys are good at. And I'm down. He still has a couple more cubes. We'll put that there. And we're going to trigger our ability again. Move. You may take a villain here with you. I don't need to take a villain here with me, but I will move. Doesn't matter, over here, and I get to hit for 2. So this minion is out, and I'm out of cubes. He can keep going. He's only got 1 black cube. Okay, that's his. And 1, 2, yeah, I think we can keep going as well. Okay, so I think I'm gonna move Invincible because there's nothing else happening here. Unfortunately, I can't move straight there. And I guess he's gonna move as well. See if I can defeat this last minion. Can I? Yes, I can with my power. Unfortunately, I can't use all of it. because there's no one to put my drone on, but I do hit for one, which will get rid of the minion. And then my drone, I can't put it anywhere, so I'll just have to keep it and use it maybe next time. And then I have one more. But I don't, well, if I could thwart, that would be great. But I don't think I'm going to have enough time. Well, actually, I only have 2 black cubes, so let's see if we can pull another 3. Oof, I'm up to 4, so definitely stopping. And he's got 2. There's nothing really that he can do except for rescue. Oh, I forgot to put these. Okay, here we go. He's doing that. So I don't know if it's worth risking it just to rescue somebody. I wish he would thwart, but he doesn't. So I think I'm going to leave him, let him be. He's going to thwart. So what we're going to do is we're going to thwart this power because it's horrible. Although minions are coming. So maybe I should thwart here. I know that this one puts minions out, but this one heals the Flaxens by 5, which is a lot. So I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but we'll see. And then I have 2 more, which I really can't do much with because everything is full. I could hit for 1, but there's nothing to hit. So I guess I'll just drop them and we're going to stop. So now we go to the learning phase where we're going to count our confidence. Invincible has 1. He didn't fill that out, so that doesn't count. But here's 3, so that's 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got 6 confidence, so he can learn a level 6 card, which he doesn't have. But he can learn anything he wants. So these are his cards. I'm thinking of maybe learning one of these, either rescue 1 or thwart. And if you have 2 confidence or more, do both. I like that very much, and it's kind of easy to fill up. And then this one is explosive, which means this power damages all enemies here. So if there's minions, I can just get all the minions. So I think though I'm gonna learn the utility belt, and I'm going to discard this one to get a blue cube. So that's my thinking. But then I didn't fill out the one that lets me learn something for free. So that's it. So I learned one that costs 2, even though, wait, I have 6, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So I can learn both. You and another hero anywhere, each rescue 1. You know what? Is there anything else I want to learn? Because, sure, we'll learn the explosive. I think that's really good. And then do I want a blue cube or a yellow cube? I don't think I really care about my move and hit 2. So I think I might get a yellow cube. So I'm going to get rid of that to get a yellow cube. And then I refill 3. And then I put all the cubes in the bag. He's ready to go. And then how much confidence did he get? He got 1. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's got 5. And what does he want to learn? I have blue and orange available. With 5, I could rescue 2 and gain a purple cube. That's not bad. Thwart, which we should be doing more thwarting. At the start of training, each player passes a power from their hand to their left. Oh, that I don't know about that. Move and rescue 1. Rescue 2. Rescue 1 for each damage. Yeah, but that's with the combo. I like the gain an orange and learn it immediately, but I only have 5. So if I want to learn 2 things, it should be a blue and an orange. I have space for those, so we'll learn the thwarting. And then I think I want to move and rescue. I think moving in this game is probably better. And then I'll drop, what cube do I want? It's going to be either blue or, I think I like this card, so I'll discard the save the day to gain a blue cube. So I have 2 cards left. And then I match the colors. I get rid of this one for a blue. I put all the cubes back. And you see how now there's a lot more stuff that I can be doing during my turn because I have a lot more cards, which hopefully you can see in one of the cameras. All right, so now we're going to go to the villain phase, which is going to trigger an event. So this one says, all minions, but there are no minions, and then leftmost villain, but there's no villains either, so nothing happens. There are some cards that say if there are no villains, put a villain out, but we got lucky, so we're good. All right, so we're going back to this, and we are going to get a level 2, so another Flaxen, which is the guys we have to defeat, and this is for the hardcore version, so we don't need to worry about it. Our Flaxen this time is the Flaxen Tank, which is a little harder to kill than an 8. He's going to start on C and punch for 2. And he's got some nasty abilities. So he starts on C and he punches for 2. Since there's no heroes here to take the punches, he'll go straight to the civilians. So he'll endanger 2 civilians. He just scratched them, I guess. All right, and we're ready to go back to our cube. So you see, game goes pretty fast once you get the flow of it. It goes pretty fast, and it's always like something. And you know what I tell you, it is fun to try to get those cubes and try to figure out what powers to use when. And I don't know if you can see this, so I'm going to try and make it a point to give you a better view of it. So let me pull out some cubes, because I don't want you to not be like aware of what's going on and just having to trust me. I don't trust myself. I make mistakes all the time. All right. So there we go. All right, so let's play Invincible a little bit first. Oh my gosh, if my hand can stay steady. So I'm going to put this one here, because if I could heal a hero, that would be great. And then for my purple, I'll put it on my purple power. And then for my yellow, I don't think I need explosive. I need to move. But explosive will let me learn. There are no minions out though, so I think I'm going to go here. And I'm going to wait. Because it only triggers when I fill it up. So I need to move before I can hit. And then for robot, I am going to move because moving is important. So I'm going to move here. And I guess we'll try to combo, but that means I have to fill this one up because this has that symbol. So I got to fill this one up first. So I think I'm going to stop there and get more cubes. All right, he's got 3 cubes. And Invincible has 3 cubes. There we go. Okay. So let's go with Invincible first. He's going to use these 2 oranges to go here and finish this up. And now I can heal a hero 2, gain a cube of your choice. I'm going to go ahead and heal Robot, because if I get the power again and Robot is not with me, he has to be with me because it's not a ranged power. So this is my chance to heal him, and then if I fill it up again, I will be with me, right? Because I'm always with me. So it's probably best to heal him now and gain a cube of my choice. Well, it looks like yellow is what I need the most because I have more yellow cards than any other color, so we're going to do that. So there's that. And now I'm going to wait on this black one for a minute. And now for our friend Robot, I'm going to go ahead and fill with these 2 cubes. I'm going to fill up my starting power because it's ranged, so I can put your drone on an enemy when a hero damages them with another power. But hold on. Yeah, sure. They may return it for +2. Now, there's something. I don't know if this is range as well. This is range, but I don't know if this 1 damage is range. So I'm going to assume it's not. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the drone on a ranged enemy. Or I should say on an enemy that's in range. And he is in range. But I won't be able to hit him, unfortunately, because I'm not there with him. And then let's try moving. So I'm going to use my last one to start my moving card. Let's see if I can get... Oh, and he has to move as well. So let's continue. Actually, he can move now over there. So he's moved. He can now help over here. So let's get a few more cubes. Okay, 2 black ones. He's up to 3. So I should probably stop soon. And for Invincible, not great. Invincible can and will get these out of the way and get 3 more because I don't do anything with orange and I don't want to crash. So those are the ones I got. Those go back in the bag. Okay, so now that I've moved, I'm going to go ahead and trigger this and hit for 2. Now he's got the drone, so it's actually, I'm hitting for 4. and returning the drone. So he's halfway there. Return the drone to my friend. And by the way, the game does recommend that you talk and you try to do things in the right order, which is what I'm trying to do. So I think I'm going to thwart with robot, because if I don't, this thing is going to trigger and I don't want minions. Oops, I got the wrong thing. My thwarts are over here. So I filled up the 2 slots, which means that this power is completely thwarted and it won't activate when we move to 4. And it was going to activate, but now it won't. So we're not going to get any minions unless we get minions some other way. Okay, so that was that. And then I have, let's see, the purple is going to go here on the only purple spot. And this black one, I think I'm going to put it on the damage, because now I can combo. But I would have to move. How am I going to move? Oh, I have to move here. Okay, so you know what? Let's move. Because if I don't, I get this yellow, I'm not going to be able to use it. So I move. Let me show you. And I rescue 1 with this card. Up, and first aid. Move and rescue 1 so I can rescue the last, 1 guy. Which is good because this place is the one with the most people in danger. And he still has a cube, which is blue. So let's put it down here. And the rescue or thwart gives me a little bit more flexibility. Now he's got no black cube, so he's going to go again. Oh, he's got 1 black cube. Okay, now he's got 2. But he's got 3, so I don't know if I want to push it. He can. So what happens if you crash? That's good. So what happens if you crash is that you put your figure down, and if there's other players, other heroes still in play, they can try to rescue you. Just like when we've done rescuing people, like I just actually did. Instead of rescuing a person, they can try and rescue you, and then they have to roll a die. So they will roll this. If they get the X, they did not succeed at rescuing. If they get the check mark, they succeeded in rescuing. And then if they get, sorry about my dogs. And then if they get this one, they rescue me, plus they gain a confidence. So they super rescue. If they're not able to rescue me and I'm crashed, still crash at the end of the turn, then I'm going to take some damage, and we will roll a die to acknowledge how much damage I'm taking. So it's pretty much a d6. You can take 5 damage, 2 damage, 6 damage. Imagine that, 4 damage. It's a d6, but this one is special because you take 1 damage and you roll again. So you can, continue to roll 1 plus and continue to roll until, who knows, until you're dead. So because he's got 3, but there is a guy to kill and there's no way he can do it on his own, I think I might try. And I'm good. I'm at 4. All right. I don't think I'm going to help much, but it is what it is. So this orange can only go here, so let's put it there. I'm going to, let's see. Over here I can rescue or thwart, and I think I'm going to thwart because the healing 5 is coming and I don't want it. I'll rather take whatever, although this is bad too. We should probably thwart that guy, but I can't do all of it. But I'm going to finish the thwarting over there so that this does not happen. And we'll let the damage on the monsters, on the villain, come through. He's done, and he's not going to pick anymore. He's already got 4. He's got 2 left. He can move. You may take a villain here with you. I don't think I actually, you know what? I probably should, so that he doesn't hit both of us. So I'm going to move over here. And besides, it's nice to be in the middle. I don't know where the next villain is going to pop up. And then I do 2 damage to him, which 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's at 6 out of the 8 he needs to be dead. And I have 1 more. And how many do I have? I have 2 black, so I could keep going. So I don't know if I can do all this though. And I don't need explosive. So let's start with this one. And since I only have 2 black, I'm going to keep going, but he's stopped. Okay, now I have 3 blacks. So I managed to fill this up, which is another damage. So he's at 7. One more. But can I do it though? I shall try. There's that. This I will learn, and then I still have only 3 black. I have 3 blacks. I think I can do it. Oop, okay, I think I did it. I did great. So I'm going to come here, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's out. That's great. That's our second one. Put this back. And then I have more, but I'll just use this on my training. By the way, this space right here is because after the tutorial you get what's called a signature power that everybody starts with. So you actually start with 2 powers, your starter power and your signature power. And everybody has an individual signature power that is specific to their heroes. Okay, so we're going to go to the learning phase. And we're going to see how confident we are. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's very confident at 7. He can learn anything because he's full, but he could, if you want to replace one of your things, you can. Also, I'm going to discard this power to learn a power that costs 3 or less for free. So I'm getting rid of my punching to learn something that is 3 or less. What would that be? It could be any of these. Thwart would be good. Heal a hero 2. I don't think I need that. This round your other. Okay, so I will learn that's a wrap. So with my 6 confidence that I have left, I should be learning a yellow power. So I'm gonna probably kick butt. It's 1 and 2 confidence, but then it's either +2 or I get to permanently add 1 power to another power. So let's learn that, and then I will get rid of this one to earn a cube. I think Invincible is kind of like our biggest puncher. So there's that. Get a yellow cube. Put all the cubes back. Gotta kill 1 more guy, and we're done. And then I refill. So I get 3 new cards. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then for him, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I didn't refill his hand, so let me do it now. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I got a 5-1. This round, each time you heal a hero thwart, well, he has no healing power, so no. If you have 4 more, deal 2 damage. That's not bad. Rescue 1. I don't think I want that. Rescue 1 for each damage his power deals, and I don't want that. Gain a cube and play it immediately. I like that. But of course, I can only pick one of them. I think I'm going to pick this one because it gives me cubes immediately. So mental mastery. And then I'm going to get rid of one of these. Probably this one because I'm not really good at thwarting to get an orange cube. Okay, there's my orange cube. 1, 2, 3. So I need 2 more cards. There we go. Put all the cubes back. So I think our last bad guy, our last baddie, is coming this round. Almost forgot that one. But before we go to that, let's get an event. So we get just getting warmed up. But since we've managed to keep the board clean, I don't think anything's going to happen. All minions, there are no minions. Leftmost villain, rightmost villain. And again, this one does not add a villain to our board, so we're good. We've done a very good job of... And if you've seen me play other games, you know I'm always on cleanup duty, trying to have the least amount of monsters possible. But so that's it with the event. We've got lucky twice. Now we're going to go to round number 4, where we're going to trigger this. However, we thwarted it, so it does not happen. We just remove the thwart tokens. And we also get our last level 2 villain, which is the last one we have to defeat to, beat the game. Or beat the scenario, I guess. So Flaxen Emperor, he's 10 power. He's going to be on letter B, and he's going to hit for 1. And look at how many if he gets that. Ouch. Also remember that, well, this is thwarted, so he won't be able to heal because we already thwarted it. But if we can thwart, we need to thwart 2 times so that he doesn't trigger. That would also be great. And also we should probably rescue a few people. So he's starting with 1 damage. So he's got Invincible at 3 damage out of 10. Not bad. We haven't been knocked out yet. And that's it. We are going to go. Let's see if we can do 10 damage in 1 round. I don't know. Okay, there's Invincible's cubes. And oops. And I can't change that, so I have to live with it. Alrighty. So the only place for purple is here. I want to try and heal myself. Whoops, wrong color. So I'm gonna go here. Again, I'm not sure if you can see it, so I put my purple here and my orange here, and I still have a blue. We'll come back to it. For him, he has to move because he's not where he needs to be. I want to use one. Actually, if we use both, he can move and rescue one. So he's gonna move to where the action is and rescue one because I think that's important this time around. I don't remember if he used learning by punches. I don't think he did. I don't even know that it was filled up, so I'm gonna leave it there. And let's hit hard. And then he doesn't have to move. So let's go for rescue or thwart to get more diversity. So I'll put it there. It can either rescue or thwart, but if I have 2 confidence by the time that I trigger it, I can do both. So hopefully I do. But right now it doesn't look like I will. Okay. So 2, and I can't change that. So I don't know, guys. And he's got 3. Ouch. Okay, don't need to move anymore. I can try and thwart. Let's see, can he help me thwart? Yes, he can. So let's do it. We're gonna thwart the villain because we've already thwarted that. And then he's gonna thwart the villain. Actually, not there. Here on the rescue one or thwart. Actually, let me see. Can I get 2 confidence? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. So I won't be able to do both. Well, it is what it is. So I will just thwart, which is here. It's going to prevent him from doing a lot of damage. At least I don't think we'll get punched. Depends on what order it comes out. We'll find out in a minute. This orange one, I can thwart, but there's nothing else to thwart. So let's go here. And then for the black one, let's try and fill that up. So he's at 2. Okay, he's good. But he's at 3, so I'm a little bit worried about him. But I can rescue him. Now he's at 4. Oh, by the way, also, if I crash, let's say that I crashed here, I fall down and I cannot use, I leave these cubes here. If the hero brings me back, I can use these cubes, but I cannot pull any more cubes. So once you crash, you can't use any more cubes. Alright, so we'll go here. And the purple, although it's not going to do anything, I guess we wouldn't even get the combo. But we'll hit for 2. It's the best we can do. So we're hitting for 2 out of 10. And then he's going to hit for 3, or I can add +2, so I can hit for 3, or I can permanently add a +1 to another power. But since we're at the end of the game, I think I'm just going to hit for 3 and try to get him done. Because that will put him at 5 damage, so it's halfway there. If I can grab it, okay. And then for my orange, I got it. Heal a hero 2, gain a cube of your choice. So he's going to heal himself because he's the only one hurt. And what color cube? I want a yellow. I want to keep hitting. And he's going to stop because he's at 4, but he's only at 2. Now at 3. Let's see. I can do this and hit for 2 more. 5. So he's at 7. And then with this one, I can try and rescue. I should probably stop. 1, 2, 3. I don't think I can do the damage that I'm missing, and if I crash, it'll be bad. So I'm gonna stop. We're gonna go to training. We can probably do 3 damage the next turn. Of course, more things are gonna happen. We're not gonna get any other monsters, so that's good. So let's see how much I can learn. Nothing here. 2, and 3 is 5. So I'm at 5. So I'm looking for stuff to hit. That's a 3. That's not bad. I think I'm going to do that because it's 3. You may split this power's damage among any number of enemies. I like that. Of course, that means I need to get rid of one of the other powers. I think I'm going to get rid of Detonate because it takes 4 cubes to trigger it. So can I get rid of a yellow card? Yes, I can. So I can get yet another yellow cube because those are my favorite. And then I have 3 cards, so I'll refill. I'll get 2 more and put all my cubes inside. And then he's got nothing here. 1, 2. That's it, just 2. He does have 2 things that cost 2. I would have to replace my move and rescue. So I have thwart or rescue 1. This one does do damage, so I like it, but of course it's harder to fill up. And I might need to move, so I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep my move and rescue 1. Because what if... Actually, I don't need to move, because I know where the villain is. So let's switch it for the one that does damage. We'll get rid of this one. And we'll get rid of orange, 2 oranges, 2 yellows. I think I have a bunch of orange. So I'm going to get rid of one of these yellow ones. Yeah. There we go. Get a yellow. And then I have 3 cards. So I get 2 more, which hopefully I won't need to look at. So put all the cubes back. Did it. Okay, now let's get an event. So we get leftmost villain and all villains. Ouch. Okay, so leftmost villain, which he's the only one, but because we thwarted, what we do is we actually just take away all of it. But the second time he acts, we can't stop it. So he's going to punch, and he's punching for 2. But at least we prevented him from doing the 4 civilian damage. So he's hurting us both, or each, for 2. So he's at 3. And he's at 2. That's not too bad. Alright, and then I'm going to go to the 5th round, which this will trigger, but we thwarted it, so it's not. But if we hadn't, all Flaxens heal 5, and he would be at only 2 damage instead of 7. So, aren't you glad we did that? Alright, so, let's go. All we need is 3 damage. We think we can do it. We haven't been knocked out yet. Okay, well, not the best of starts. But we did get a yellow cube, and we didn't get any black. So, well, speaking of black, okay, let's see. These we're going to go here so he can heal a hero. This one will do the 3 damage that we need, so let's go there. This one, I mean, I could put them all here and just hit for 2. And then I would only need 1 more damage. I think it's worth it. So I'm not comboing again because I have to fill a card with any of these cards would work, but I haven't done any of them. But I do hit for 2. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's at 9. There you go. 1 more. Okay, I think we can do it. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I'm pretty sure we did it. Alrighty. And now I get all the yellow cubes. So, yes, with this one, I can hit for 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so it's an overkill. And that's it. We did it. We defeated him. And that was our objective. Defeat all 3 Flaxen villains before time runs out. Time has not run out. So we are victorious, and that's how you play the tutorial. Because like I said, after that we're going to get special powers, and let me tell you, each scenario feels very, very different. I think I'm on scenario 5 of the campaign. There's 7, so you can just play with any scenario you want, just as like one shot game, or you can play a campaign which just puts 7 scenarios, I think it's 7 together, and then at the end you keep score of each of each scenario, and at the end you can see how well you did. There's the number that you're going to get, and that will tell you how well you did during the scenario. But each scenario to me has been so different. There's one where you have to rescue or not allow prisoners to escape from prison. There's one where you have to rescue civilians. There's one where you're fighting a machine and you have to defeat the parts of the machine first before you can actually do damage to the machine. They're all very, very different, and I really like that about this game, that they all, I'm gonna have my favorite by the end of the scenario. I'm gonna know which scenario was my favorite one. Obviously, my favorite thing is to try and build my bags and my powers. And there's some really cool powers that, of course, there's so many. I don't think I've seen them all yet. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Well, guys, there you have it. That was a full run through of Invincible, the hero building game. I enjoy this one. I think it's fun to see how you grow. In game every turn with the new cubes and new powers, new cards that can combo off each other. It's really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget, subscribe to Meeple Village if you haven't done so already, and join us on social media. All right, guys, I will see you on the next one. Let me know what you think of this one. Until then, may you play more games.